Hello friends, today we are going to solve question from class 10th, chapter number 1, exercise. There are two questions we are going to discuss here. One out of them is question number 8, how to write the balanced chemical equation. Balance chemical equation writing. In this type of questions, friends, you will be given a chemical reaction and you have to write them into chemical equation. In reaction, it will be given in words. You have to write them in symbolic representation, that is called chemical equation. Also, you have to balance them, friends, and for that you must know valences of some elements which you learnt in lower classes. So let's try to solve that. The first question given here is potassium bromide react with barium iodide. So potassium bromide react, friends, with barium iodide. These are called reactants which are given on left hand side. On right hand side after arrow, the given products are potassium iodide, potassium iodide and barium bromide. So this is question given to you, friends. Now, first of all, potassium, its symbol is K. Bromide, its symbol is Br. So KBr is the symbol of elements. Barium iodide, barium Ba, and symbol of iodine is I. Now arrow potassium iodide is I. Once again barium bromide. So this is, friends, just I have written one thing, symbol of all elements. That should be correct first. In next step, valency of potassium is, friends, +1 and valency of bromine is -1. So this is already balanced because the sum of their valencies are 0 or they have similar opposite valencies, +1 -1 0. So it no need to multiply anything. But friends, in barium iodide, barium's valency is +2, iodine's valency is -1. Here the valencies are not equal and opposite. We have to cross multiply them, and here this is a small number, so it is to be multiplied, cross multiply. We obtain the formula barium iodide BaI2. Now this iodine is 2 times, friends. So -1, 2s are -2 and +2, total is 0. So this is total 0 balanced formula, right? Here potassium +1, iodine -1 equal, same thing, barium +2, iodine minus bromine -1 is to be multiplied by 2 to obtain the balanced formula. So this is now second step done, in which, friends, proper or the correct formula of given reactant and products are mentioned. Now, friends, in last step, we have to balance the numbers on both sides. You can see one potassium, one bromine is there, but here on right side, bromine is 2, potassium is 1. So to make bromine 2 here, we have to multiply this by 2. Now two bromine are here and right side on left side, but potassium are here. You can see potassium are 2. So here we should put 2. Now please check it out. Barium 1, barium 1, iodine 2, iodine 2 times. The number written in the beginning of the compound is applicable to all the elements. For example, this 2 is applicable to potassium as well as iodine. But friends, this 2 is applicable to only bromine, not barium. So this is the balanced formula. Next question, friends, is given zinc carbonate. Zinc carbonate. Only one substance is given on left side, friends. Gives us zinc oxide. Zinc oxide and carbon dioxide. Here it's so simple. Zinc symbol Zn, carbonate CO3. Right side zinc symbol Zn, oxide symbol oxygen, carbon dioxide, you know very well friends, CO2. It's so simple. Now you can see this is zinc 1, zinc 1. Carbon dioxide, carbonate, CO3. So this CO3 is splitted to oxygen and carbon dioxide. So CO2 and O, so total this is also CO3, or you can independently zinc 1, carbon 1, carbon 1, oxygen 3 on left side, oxygen 1 plus 2, 3 on right side. So this is very simple balancing. The third question given to the number 8 is hydrogen plus chlorine. Gives hydrogen chloride. This is given question, friends, which I write in words. Now, symbol of hydrogen is H, symbol of chlorine is Cl, symbol of hydrogen chloride is HCl. But friends, here very basic thing is that hydrogen is diatomic. Chlorine is also diatomic. They exist only in two atoms together, and that's why they always is to be taken two. And so two hydrogen, here you can see one hydrogen, here two chlorines, here is one chlorine. So we should multiply by 2 to both H and Cl, that is 2 hydrogen chloride HCl. It's also known as hydrochloric acid. Next, friend, number 4th or D. Question is given magnesium plus hydrochloric acid. The question given here is magnesium plus hydrochloric acid. It's also hydrogen chloride, hydrochloric acid. Gives us, friends, magnesium chloride plus hydrogen. So magnesium chloride plus hydrogen. These are called products, friends, on right hand side, and left hand side reactants. Symbol of magnesium is Mg. Hydrochloric acid is HCl, friends. Right side magnesium, chlorine and hydrogen. Now what to do? First, symbols are written. Okay, symbols are done. But to correct the formula, hydrochloric acid plus 1 minus 1 equal, this is alone. No need to balance it because it is monoatomic. Here, magnesium's valency is plus 2, chlorine's valency is minus 1. So very obvious, it's MgCl2 because this is to be multiplied by 2, friends. And hydrogen is, friends, diatomic. So H2 is to be written here. Now you can see one magnesium on left side, one on right side, balanced. Hydrogen is on left side only one, whereas two on right side. So we should write here 2. Chlorine, now you can check, is 2Cl and Cl2, its balance. So this is all about the question number 8. Friends, next question, question number 9. Let's go for it. This question number 9 is about to explain two chemical reactions. Their names are endothermic and exothermic. Exothermic and endothermic. Let's learn what is it. First reaction, friends, type. This is question number 9 of your exercise. What does mean by exothermic and endothermic? So let's learn first endothermic reaction. The simple definition of endothermic reaction is called the reaction in which, or reaction that absorb, reaction that absorb. So we have to give energy from outside. So reaction with absorb energy during the reaction. Energy is absorbed is called endothermic reaction. Endothermic. Thermic means related to energy. Endo means in. So energy is in, is called endothermic. Most of the reactions, friends, in which decomposition is taking place, one to many substances when are formed, it is called endothermic reaction. In this is the example of endothermic reaction. Friends, if we want to decompose, or if we want to release zinc oxide and carbon dioxide from this, we have to put energy here. This is delta, sign for temperature. Friends, in endothermic reaction, we need to apply either heat or light or sound. So three options are there. These are either heat or light or sound. They need to be given from outside. The normal condition, we also can say, friends, the reaction in which energy is absorbed, energy is to be given from outside. It is to be said endothermic reaction, and this is example of this reaction. Simply, if A, this is, friends, energy, this is reactant, can be broken down into B and C. These are product. In endothermic reaction, friends, energy is to be mentioned on left hand side of the reaction. Next is exothermic reaction. Exothermic reaction, friend, is the second type of reaction. Exothermic. It is opposite to the endothermic. So it's so simple, friends. When energy is released during the reaction, it is called exothermic reaction. Exothermic reaction is normally energy is to be written on right hand side. So if I write the energy here, this is example of, friends, exothermic reaction in which two components are combining to form one molecule and energy released. So this is example of exothermic. This is example, friends, of endothermic. One more example, if friends sodium react with chlorine, this is NaCl obtained, friends. During this reaction, friends, we obtain 411 kilojoule per mole energy. So energy is released here in this reaction. That's why this is to be said, friends, exothermic reaction. Here, the reaction is not balanced. We have to take either 1/2 mole to balance. This 2 will cut 1 and 1. This is 1 1. So this is example of, friends, exothermic reaction. One more reaction of this type, friends, we normally know, very common, very popular reaction, that is process of photosynthesis. So plant, when perform this photosynthesis, they, friends, absorb energy from plant, from sun, because as you know, sunlight is required for photosynthesis. Carbon dioxide and water, friends, are combined in presence of sunlight to form glucose. This reaction is in which energy is used. Which energy? Sunlight. So that is light energy here used, and that's why it is to be said endothermic reaction. Okay, friends, thank you.